And welcome back to Sidewalks Entertainment. Richard here. Once again, thanks again for joining us here at Sidewalks Entertainment. We were honored to have a chance to interview country music legend Naomi Judd. Not just once, but 2 times. Here's the first one.
And I'm not referring to Batman and Robin either. We are talking about the Judds. Naomi and Wynonna, mother-daughter duo team. Great performers. Absolutely love them. I'm a big fan of theirs, so it was really a thrill to actually get to interview them. During the interview in January of 2000, we got a chance to talk a lot about what it's like to be raised as a Judd, and as well as Wynonna's CD. This interview is a pretty fun one for me, so I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Here now is my interview with the Judds. Take a look.
Give a little love.
Wynonna and Naomi, it's so great to have you with us on Sidewalks today.
Yay. You
Yay.
know that we're from Marin County.
Are you really?
Yep. I graduated from college in Marin Nursing School.
I'll be darned. Well, you know.
Wynonna still owes money on old library books and textbooks at Sir Francis Drake High School.
They're going to come and get you now. Everybody in the Bay Area knows about it. So how did you two get your start in country music?
Uh-oh. Do we have to go back that far?
We met at a sing-along down at the Ramada Inn in Sausalito.
Just
not.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound quite right.
Let's put it this way. My mother drug Ashley, my sister, and myself to Appalachia. No TV or telephone.
Mm-hmm. She's not making this one up.
Wait, was that grammatically correct? Drug? You didn't drug us. We went to the mountaintop, and there was nothing to do. Absolutely nothing. And I think Ashley, out of desperation, turned to books and being dramatic.
Ashley was 8, and Wynonna was 12.
Yeah, and I turned out to be a little wackier than all the other kids, so I needed something to do, and I found a guitar that my mom had and started playing it. And the next thing I know, she's following me around, asking me if she can sing, with me, and I'm going, yeah, okay. And the next thing I know, we're getting a record deal with RCA in 1984, and now here we are in the year 2000, still together.
Amazing. So has music always been a part of your life? Was it always important?
Well, it's always been a part of her life. I come from a blue-collar family in a small town in Kentucky, and we never even had time to listen to the radio.
Right.
But when she was 12 and she discovered music, ever since then it's been a blood disease.
I've always been looking for a way to dream and to escape reality.
Right. Music actually is a wonderful way to do that because you can really pour your heart and soul into it.
And get paid for it and live in the moment. It teaches me every day to be in the moment no matter what's going on in my personal life.
Sure.
It helps me to just be creative and to remember that I'm a spirit.
It allows us direct access to each other's spirits, I think. It's a language all its own.
It must have been really tough being mother-daughter at home and then working together as professionals.
It's been easy, really.
What was the toughest obstacle you guys faced?
What kind of what?
What was the toughest obstacle you faced?
Let me go first.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Let's just say single working mother with I was going to say, I didn't mean to say half a brain. What I meant to say was she was sort of kind of normal, but she was wacky too. She never fit in with all the other mothers at PTA, if you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
And she was always moving us around. We lived in the back of the U-Haul-it. And she was a gypsy and a risk taker. And that was really painful for a kid who's wanting to settle down and be normal.
Right.
But now that I look back on it, and Ashley does too, we realize it set us up for this crazy business that we're in, to sort of learn to be in the moment and to live truthfully in imaginary circumstances.
Well, Ashley, for instance, said the other night that in acting, Ashley has been exposed to all these different subcultures. For instance, the hot tub subculture of Mill Valley and Appalachia and all this crazy quilt that America has. So now she has a vocabulary of emotional experiences when she's called to do acting.
And I love the smell of diesel fuel.
Are you kidding me? You have got to be crazy.
She likes to lick the bus.
All I can say is there must be something about the stuff that the Judd women are made of, because Naomi, you guys, must be so proud of your family.
Well, I'm actually more proud of who Wynonna and Ashley are as women than of anything out there.
Can you send me a copy?
Society wants to put a report card on all of us. You know, what kind of job do you have, or how much money do you make? What kind of car? That's crapola. What really matters is personal excellence. You know, I tell Ashley all the time, it's much more important that she knows how to act in real life than on that screen. That she doesn't pretend to be somebody she's not. And
I think that's why God put Mom on the bus with me for the first 10 years of my career, because she gave me roots and wings. And I think I'm the most proud of the fact that the Judd women have never let anybody tell us who we are. And regardless of what's going on in the business, we remain true to our art. And by the grace of God, we have succeeded and stayed in this business long enough to, I mean, it'll be 18 years. This year it'll be 18 years I've been on the road.
We're saying to everybody, we want to tell everybody, you have the power to change.
Yes.
You have choices.
Actually, that really brings up the issue that I wanted to talk about with you, Naomi, was your diagnosis and subsequent recovery from hepatitis C. What is hepatitis C? I don't think very many people, at least I'm not real sure what it is.
I got a needle stick when I worked as an RN. That's how I got it. It's a blood-borne disease. In the next decade, 4 times more people are going to die in this country of hepatitis C than AIDS. That's how epidemic it is, and it's a killer. It's the #1 killer in liver disease. It's a horrible virus, and you feel tired, lethargic, muscle aches. Some people become jaundiced or yellow because the liver
shuts down. It's like the flu from hell. It's like you never get better, and you just feel like it's going to go on, and it did with her for 10 years.
But I've been cured. I've been cleared of the virus for 2 years now. That means I am cured. Thank you, but I'm not going to feel free. I'm not going to feel free until all my companions are also free of the virus.
And she's not going to feel free until she becomes a problem to me in her old age.
Well, it looks like she's going to get that opportunity here with the Power to Change tour.
Well, come see us, everybody, because we're all in this together.
Now, is there, do you have any nervousness at all about getting together and performing again as the Judds?
I do, simply because, like this interview, having to sit here and share all of a sudden again.
Sure.
I've lived for 8 years having my way, and now I've got to submit, and that's challenging for a Judd. And I think for Mom, she's the one that's nervous going out on stage now. I'm not as nervous as she is, and that's been quite a talk about role reversal. You know, I'm holding her hand, getting ready to go on stage with her and telling her, you know, to breathe and settle in. And
right.
So it's role reversal a lot happening right now.
And Wynonna, your CD, tell us about it.
Well, it's really, if you turn it up to like 10,
it's the best thing she's ever done.
And drive really fast, you'll dig it. I don't know, I think it's one of the heaviest albums I've ever made. I'm really sort of becoming crazier.
She's the Mona Lisa of singers.
I listened to it last night and I thought it was fabulous.
It doesn't make any sense. I know in country music people are curious, am I going to stay country? I've always been country, but I've got to be a rebel. I've got to take risks and try things, or I won't be a pioneer.
Sure.
And I won't have the women coming up to me saying, you've helped, you know, my attitude increase about believing in myself. That's my goal. My goal is to sort of pave the way for women in the next generation to be able to take those risks and get away with them.
Well, as we close here, I wanted to find out if you had any career advice for people who want to break into the music business.
You have to really be a detective in your own life and know about yourself, observe yourself, and get really straight about why you want to be in the music business.
And don't be afraid to say no, no matter the cost. If your gut instinct tells you no, the world screams and God whispers. Listen to your inner voice.
Wonderful.
I like that.
Very good advice.
Thank you.
Listen, you two are a wonderful team. Thank you so much. I appreciate the chance to talk with you today, and good luck with the tour.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Thank you so much.
That was the Judds back in 2000. In 2009, host Rafael Siegel did an interview with Naomi as we continue to look back at the late country singer.
Hey there, folks. Rafael Siegel here. Welcome to another episode of Sidewalks, the Entertainment Project. I'm already laughing before the interview starts, which is a great sign. Now, the best way that I can describe our next guest, other than now I just found out incredibly fun, is regal. She's a singer-songwriter. Yeah, that's right, Naomi. Regal. You're a singer, a songwriter, an entrepreneur, and an author who also happens to be the matriarch of one of the most successful showbiz families of our generation. Of course, I'm talking to, there she is, the very beautiful Naomi Judd. Welcome to Sidewalks.
Thank you for all that. My goodness, woo!
I know, right?
But you know that Wynonna and Ashley and I are from Marin County, and I could just pinch Ashley Judd right now because she called. We live on adjoining farms, way outside in the country of Nashville. She called me at midnight last night in a thunderstorm and said, "Mommy, my dog's missing." So here I was. I'm just laughing at the word regal. Here I was in my big butt jammies, barefoot, driving around the back roads last night, looking for a dog in the rain.
For Judds fans, for Naomi Judd fans, if that is not the most incredible information you're ever going to get, I don't know what is. You know what I mean? This is true insider information. We love it. And I didn't know this, but you're a former registered nurse. Mm-hmm. And then you decide to go to your daughter, Wynonna, and say, I think we should form a group. Where does that come from?
No, it was actually the opposite, Raphael. I just graduated from College of Marin in the nursing program, and I had enrolled in med school. I wanted to become a doctor. Have you had your prostate checked, by the way?
No, I'm not old enough. Thank you very much, Wynonna. I mean, Naomi, you can't see me, but no, I have not gotten my prostate checked. My gosh.
Once a nurse, always a nurse. But it was actually when Wynonna, we lived on a mountaintop at home in Appalachia in Kentucky, and for a year and a half I made us live without a TV or telephone. I know they kept threatening to report me to Child Protective Services.
I know, what a horrible mother. No video games either? My gosh, you're a shrew.
No, and I said, sure, go call them, because we didn't have a phone. But all that time, Miss Wynonna, who was 12, discovered the guitar, which became her, I mean, she really did have her destiny stamped on her forehead. That's how she communicates. And Miss Ashley, my now big screen Judd, was 8, and she learned how to, she fell in love with books. So I knew that sort of to keep Wyatt a juvie, I had to get her into singing.
Whoa, some more information about Wynonna there. Holy cow.
She's my baby girl. We actually sang together here in Nashville Saturday night at the football stadium in front of 50,000 people.
A little bit of a reunion, a Judds reunion there.
Yep.
Oh, that's incredible. Now, what you mentioned Ashley and Wynonna, your daughters. You're a proud mother. They're big celebrities, and sometimes they're fodder for tabloids. What is your reaction as a mother? I know you're an honest person. I've learned that so far. What is your reaction when you see slanderous things written about them?
In the beginning, it was hideous because they're young ladies, and even though I've hopefully reminded them to be defined from within and not by the culture, the media, or whatever, I just wanted to go bomb somebody's house. But it really came out of a whole lot of therapy that the three of us did together, because we never had anybody tell us about boundaries and a lot of the appropriate communication stuff. But frankly, as we went through therapy, we realized that that's their problem, and to sort of feel sorry for people that have to live in these little cubicles and don't get much money to make up lies about people they've probably never even been in a room with. So
well,
that's not to say that it doesn't still sting. And I've never bought a tabloid in my life, I can honestly say. But if I'm at the airport, yesterday I was at Kroger doing my grocery shopping, and sometimes you kind of and you just want to
you peek over there and you can't help it. It's almost like you don't want to look at a car crash, but sometimes you glance over.
If it's there, but I just have to let it go. But
there you go. And
let's talk about positive stuff.
Let's talk about positives. Now, I can't imagine anyone more qualified to judge. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. But I can't imagine anyone more qualified to judge and mentor aspiring duos than you, Naomi Judd. CMT's hit series, Can You Duet? It's a reality show. It's a singing competition, but unlike American Idol, you're talking about two people having to get along and sing a song correctly, right?
Absolutely. It is the most fun show, and I admit I became completely obsessed with these young folks. They're certainly this is the epicenter of the new generation of country music. It's an outrageously good show. And Randy Jackson and I were together last night. We had the CMT award show here in Nashville, and he and I were both at it together. And we were talking about how this is about a duet instead of a solo artist. So you have to I mean, the other night when Wynonna and I were on stage, I could see the audience, and they would just had their mouths open and sort of sitting on the edge of their seat like, oh my God, they're going to scratch each other, pull each other's hair out, or what. So with a duo, you not only have to find people that have the goods, have fabulous voices, and obviously stay on pitch and can pick songs or write songs, but you have to find this indescribable blend, some sort of alchemy between the two of them. And I get completely obsessed with these young people, having them out to the farm, and because I really care about them, because to me that's more important than whether they win or not.
People have already moved on from season number 1 to win some awards, and
yes.
So it's real talent, real drama. It's on CMT. Naomi Judd, I can sit here and literally talk to you for an hour about everything you're involved in, from your activism to your walking around with pajamas in the middle of the night, driving your truck.
Buttermilk.
But I was given my orders that you have a live show right after this, so I'll let you get prepared for that. And again, let me thank you. And hopefully we get to catch up again and have a little bit more time together.
I want to hear your story next time.
Let's do that. Why don't we have an hour where you do a half an hour, I'll do a half an hour, and we'll get to know each other. You are a Spitfire. I can say this truthfully. This is no showbiz nonsense. I really dig you. I think you're a good person, and thank you very much for your honesty, your candor, and your humor.
Love your hair. Hope you win.
There you go. Thanks, Naomi. Good luck.
Bye.
Well, unfortunately, the time is up. We have to go, but thank you for watching this special edition of Sidewalks Entertainment. Like I said earlier, it was such an honor to interview Naomi Judd twice on our TV show. Why don't we all listen to the Judds music or find videos on YouTube and remember this incredible human being. Rest in peace, Naomi, and thank you for the decades of entertainment.